All right, welcome back to the We're Woke podcast. My name is Demetrius Brooks, and today my guest is Jonathan. Introduce yourself, Jonathan.
What's up, everybody? My name is John Griffin. I'm a pro MMA fighter, and yeah,
Where you from? Like, where you
uh,
born and raised?
originally originally Houston, Texas. Now I live in Indianapolis. Um, lived in Terre Haute, Indiana for a while. Before that,
And how long you been doing MMA?
started training in 2011, so 9 years.
9 years, okay. What made you want to start MMA?
Well, I was always an athlete. I grew up playing sports. I didn't really want to though. Like I was forced to play sports. I wanted to be an artist and like play music and perform, and do different little shit like that.
You
And
play the guitar
after
and stuff, right?
do that.
You play the guitar, right?
hmm
Okay.
And I was in a band, and like when I got out of football in 10th grade, I was like, fuck this, I want to be a performer. And
Hmm.
then I kind of got disillusionized with the music industry and how it all worked. And MMA is kind of both. It's
Right.
like rock star and athlete at the same time.
Hmm.
So I got out of fighting what I got out of playing music and what I got out of playing football.
Okay. That's what's up. Yeah, I'll be real. I ain't never thought about doing MMA. My thing is like, if I could go back, I would probably just did boxing. I'm just not a fan of people kicking. I
Yeah.
always had weak ass ankles, dog. I used to sprain my ankle every time I played basketball. Like we played 5-on-5, like full court basketball. About 3, 4 games, and I end up spraining my ankle because I'm just too clumsy. So I always tell myself I could never do it. I wouldn't say I could never do it, but I just never felt like I couldn't imagine somebody kicking me and putting me to sleep and somebody
Uh,
seeing that shit on YouTube. Like fuck
well,
that.
I don't imagine that either, man.
Yeah,
That's not the plan.
yeah, exactly. But like in my head, that's the only thing that's stuck in my head. Like I know I'm not. You never know. You'll run into the wrong person, and they might just drop kick your ass one time. You be out cold. So
It happens sometimes.
yeah, most definitely. I've seen a lot of fights like that.
I've actually had two boxing matches. I trained boxing every bit as much as I've trained MMA.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's important too, especially like with the stand up game. If you ain't
Footwork,
got no
movement,
hands standing up, then you
how to fight, how to train. Boxers got it down. They've been doing it for hundreds of years. So
Mhm.
boxing is a really solid. You don't consider it a martial art, but it is a martial art.
Oh yeah, most definitely, most
Who's
definitely,
better at punching somebody in the face? Really?
exactly.
Box.
I
I
feel
preach
you.
boxing every day to like every younger guy. I'm like, if you're not boxing, you're not. You don't know how to move. You don't know how to punch.
Hmm.
We're all like a lot of MMA guys. Just when you see him, who was it? Joe Benavidez that last card? He's just trying to throw up, and he just even Jose Aldo. He had good hands that
Hmm.
last fight, even though he tried takedowns.
Yeah,
Hell's wrong with him?
he did a lot of shit he should have did in that fight, but I was. It's about time for him to hang it up because that
See,
division.
I disagree. I just why was he shooting double leg? He was piecing dude up on the feet, just landing those 1-2s all day,
Hmm.
and then shoot takedown, get fucked up.
Yeah, I don't know what he is thinking. All right, so let's we're gonna start it off with the quote of the day, and the quote of the day is one day or day one you decide. So what that means to me is I feel like a lot of times people in general just make a lot of excuses. Like you can talk to one of your friends, like, hey, when you gonna start this job, or when you gonna start working towards this goal, and they but I'll probably start one of these days, probably like in another week or so. But you can either do that, or else that day that somebody asks you, that could be that day one start that you just started by. You know what? I'm gonna start waiting because tomorrow is not promised. Let me go ahead and knock this out right now. Like, how you feel about that?
Yeah, definitely. One day never comes. Someday never comes. Like tomorrow is always tomorrow,
Right.
even if it's today. Like it's still tomorrow. You're never gonna get there. So you have to set a date. You have to really go. That's what's cool about like having MMA. Like I have a date. All right, this day I'm fighting this guy. I
Mm-hmm.
have to get ready for this. Not like, oh, I'm gonna like. Right, that's where I'm fucked up right now with the whole Corona thing. Like I don't have a date. What the
Right.
fuck do I do with myself?
Mm-hmm. Just gotta keep on training, man. Keep training
Yeah.
hard.
No, I'm just taking this opportunity to add to the skill set and actually. And GSP was talking about that when he retired. He's like, I can train for me to learn more stuff, not just what I do well and keep doing that. Because when you're in camp all the time, it's just sharpening your own blade. Same blade, get it sharper, get it sharper. I want to get a new blade.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, most definitely. All right, let me see. So with the bars of the day, let me see who I had. So this rapper said, you probably already know this song. You a superstar, boy. Why you still up in the hood? What in the world is in that bag? What you got in that bag? A couple of
Oh,
cans of whoop ass. You did a good ass job of just eyeing me, spying me.
oh, that's ludicrous. Roll out. That Word of Mouth album changed my whole. Oh, I got in
Hey,
so much trouble
that's
because of
one of
that
my
album.
that's one of my favorite albums, bro. Like when that album first dropped, I back when you recall, you're a little bit younger than me. LimeWire and BearShare.
Yeah, I remember those.
Man, I downloaded that album. I was selling that CD at school for like $5 a piece, and they just loved the Ludacris album.
So
Most people ain't know
I
who Ludacris
I
was.
got that one for Christmas from my dad and stepmom. My
Oh, okay.
stepdad, and then when I got home to my mom's house, my stepdad put it in the big CD player in the living room, and the first line of that album is, "The royal penis is clean, Your Highness. Thank you, king shit."
Turned that shit off on you,
I was in trouble.
huh? Hell no. Yeah, I fuck with Luda. I like the old school Luda. After he started making movies and stuff, I feel like he
Yeah,
went away from his craft a little bit. He
yeah,
just put, I haven't, I ain't really been checking for him, but he had a song about a month ago that he dropped. It was like one of those Black Lives Matter type of songs, like
yeah.
stuff
I,
going
di-
on.
I didn't. I heard something about it. I don't even know. I got caught up in like a lot of this shit
Hmm.
during all the whole protest and everything. I was
Oh,
very active.
yeah, I remember that. I seen a couple of videos of you out there and stuff.
Oh
Salute you for
shit,
that.
man.
But I
That
just
was
it's
fun
like
as
it's
shit.
just a crazy world. A lot of people don't. A lot of people just don't understand it, or they just don't want to understand it. Is the way I see it.
Yeah,
You know? So
yeah. And it's like if unless you live in that world, you really don't see it, and they don't want to know.
exactly. All right, so let's get into a little sports. The first topic I want to talk about, as you know, I just seen you post this a little while ago. Mike Tyson is making a comeback, and Roy Jones. They have agreed to a fight. I want to say they fight in September, September 24th or October 24th.
Something like that. It's
Yeah,
it's in a couple months. But I
I think.
just saw a thing today that said they were not allowed to knock each other out. What does that mean? What if one of them gets hurt in the second round? Are you gonna like? Does the other guy lose? Is like there's so many rules in boxing. Like what is it? Like a KO, TKO, standing 8 count? It's
Damn.
when they
Yeah.
said exhibition match. I mean, people should already kind of knew that it was gonna be that, not fight. They're like, oh, they're gonna fight. I'm like, no, they said exhibition match. They're gonna spar.
8 rounds, right?
Yeah, they're gonna spar. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
gonna.
still gonna watch it regardless.
Oh hell yeah! I want to see him move around. Roy Jones
Mm-hmm.
and
That would have been one like just thinking about let me see when it is and they both was in a prime because they only about 4 years apart from each other.
yeah, they just barely like here.
Mm-hmm.
They could overlap a little bit had Tyson not went. Well, I mean, you know his story. Everything kind of happened. Life happened to Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this. All right, so I want to. What would be your prediction if they would have fought 20 years ago? If they'd have fought both in a prime, who do you think would have won that fight?
Mike Tyson, hands down.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, Roy Jones just had too many openings. Like he was good moving backwards and like he never jabbed. Like he just kind of left himself open to somebody like Mike Tyson who's fast, can close the distance, land the body hook, head hook. Like he was a good combo thrower.
Mm-hmm.
So whereas Roy Jones kind of like land bombs and move.
Exactly. So current day, present day, Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, who you got for this fight?
I haven't seen Roy Jones move around. I have seen Mike Tyson move around, but if
Roy got some videos out. They just posted some videos about like a week ago. He's still moving around, but I'm going me personally. I just got to go with Tyson, man, because Tyson's like one of my. Ali is my favorite all time, but right after him is Tyson, and that's because I just like the
no,
art
Mike
of
Tyson for
KO.
sure for me is yeah, he's my number one. Just with everything, like he was
Who
such an
Tyson is? You said
icon. Yeah, yeah, Tyson.
okay.
Like I was 8 years old when Holyfield happened, but like it was just
Um,
kind of like one of those things that he growing up and understanding him more.
mm-hmm.
Like I
Um,
think that he's in a better place mentally now than he ever has been.
mm-hmm.
So with that right there, there's already like going to do. Plus, he's got the technique. He learned perfect. He's an Olympian.
Mm-hmm.
Like you really can't even. I'm trying not to say like too much, but you can't really Like, forget about that. You can't unlearn that shit.
Not at all.
Nah.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's probably
I
go with
just
Tyson.
don't want nobody die in the ring. I'm gonna be real with you because both of them dudes get hit, but I just feel like they just had an interview. Tyson had an interview with Sugar Ray Leonard. I posted on my Facebook like a week ago, and he was just talking about how he feel like he's a bitch now, like present day, that he's let so many people slide, and that he just want to go back to that. He missed the old him where if somebody talks shit, he'll just knock him clean out. So
Yeah.
when he said that, that shit put fear in me. I felt like it was about to be me and him fighting. I was like, I don't want no part of Tyson ass. But I'm in fear for Roy Jones. But like you said, they said it can't be a knockout or whatever. So I don't I don't know how you gonna dumb it down. You can't expect neither one of them guys to come out there and fight 80%. They coming out there 150%. So
Yeah. Maybe a hook to the body.
that and you know Tyson hooks nasty to the body, man. Like I didn't see him. They said that it felt like somebody hit him with bricks.
He would break boxing like punch bags. He would explode them.
Yeah, that
We put him down the body hook. I mean, what are you gonna get? You can't get that mad, really. You're like, liver.
exactly. Yeah, like I said, I'm just hoping, like for their age, both of them 50 plus, 50 and 54. I just hope that they both make it out the ring all right. But I hope it go a couple of rounds. I don't see it going a couple of rounds, but hopefully we can get at least 2 or 3 rounds out of both of them.
Well, when's the last time either one of them fought for real? Because
Roy
I think that
Jones,
has a lot to do with your brain coming back. Like you can heal if you're not eating bullshit. Like if you have a good diet, you regenerate all those cells every few years.
but you know Roy's still been active. He just stopped boxing about 3 or 4 years ago.
Well, I think Mike Tyson probably has the advantage then, as far
Yeah.
as being able to take a shot. Because
Mhm.
really, how long's it been since Tyson? What, 15, 20 years?
It's been what 2000, early 2000 maybe.
I was thinking maybe like 606. When did
Oh,
fight Lennox lose?
yeah, because I remember I think the last dude he fought was like Kevin McBride or something like that. Now that was that fight that when he you can tell he is off his medicine, but he sat down in the corner after he got punched or something. It was just some weird shit that happened.
I just started Googling and this is Mike Tyson. Did you ever watch Mike Tyson Mysteries, the cartoon?
No, I
Oh,
heard
it
it was
was on Adult Swim. It was so funny. It was like Scooby Doo, but with Mike Tyson.
yeah, I heard yeah
And
that
there
I
was a
heard it was
bird, and Norm Macdonald was the voice of the bird.
hell no. All right,
June
so
11th, 2005 was Mike Tyson's
2005.
last fight. So 15 years of not getting punched, they probably could take a shot now.
Most definitely. Oh shit, we're gonna see. All right, so let me see. Let's talk about some of the fights from the other night. Let's get to I don't even know how to say this dude's name, but he was saying did you see the beginning of the card, the main card?
I'm trying to think. I was watching, who was on it? The only fight I really remember was Gustafson.
They had Cowboy Oliveira fought. Was it Peter Sabata or something like that? Paul Craig fought Carlos Esparza. Gus.
I think I started watching during the Carlos Esparza fight.
Okay.
Who did she fight?
Marina Rodriguez.
And Rodriguez fucked her up.
No, Carla
What?
came back.
Carla won? I don't even
Yeah,
remember then. I
yeah.
think I was on the phone. No.
She was losing. Carla was losing that first round, but then she started working on the takedowns. I want to say she got about 2 or 3 takedowns after that, and pretty much just laid on her and beat up on her a little bit.
Oh, Kelvin Gastelum got heel hooked, right?
That Gaslam, yeah, that was
That
all.
was crazy. Yeah, I think I only watched a couple of those fights on that card. Now I think about it. I'm thinking of a different card.
Did you see the Shogun versus was that Lil Nog or Big Nog? Antonio.
It was little Nog.
That's Lil Nog.
Yeah.
What you feel about that fight? Because I think Lil Nog said that he want his final fight. He wanted to have it with Shogun because that was the trilogy.
Well, I think that 205 is just a shit division. I've been saying that forever. You
Minus
know.
Bones Jones, right? Pretty much.
Well, yeah, but I think that whole division just kind of sucks.
Hmm.
Gustafson proved it the other night. when he went up to heavyweight.
He embarrassed himself. I think he going because he said he was retiring. I thought, and he came back to moved up to heavyweight because he just feel like he can't beat Bones Jones. I guess.
Yeah, maybe and even in the regional circuit, you don't see that many 205ers. So it's like if you get a few pro wins at 205, you're in UFC.
Right.
Then it's like you got to fight John Jones in 3 fights. Some of those guys are pretty good, but Glover Teixeira, like it's all old dudes.
What about Reyes? Is it
Dominic Reyes,
Do you think he was legit with Jones that fight?
he hung with him on the feet, but
Yeah.
he did not take him down. People think that he won, but you got taken down, what, 3 times?
Yeah. So
Well,
yeah.
if you only outstruck him by a few strikes and got taken down 3 times, that means you lose.
Right. And that's why I be trying to see like me, I'm just an MMA watcher. I know like with you, you're an MMA fighter, so you know what to win at each fight and stuff. But like with some of my friends, like if I'm watching the fights, I try to tell them like if you're not winning in the stand up, if you don't get no takedowns, you're not gonna win that fight. Especially if you fight like a championship type of person, like a champion, a contender.
Yeah. You can't take the belt from somebody who took you down 3 times.
Yeah, it's not gonna work that way. But I guess most people don't understand that. And then the main fight of that was Darren Till versus Robert Whitaker. Yeah, Whitaker won that fight. But Till definitely hung with him. Like we was speaking on that. He was hanging with him. Do you feel like this is division for him though?
I think it is. I think that he's just going to have to get a little more with the punches. Can't be so kick heavy. Because in MMA, like I said, it goes back to what I was talking about with boxing. Like you can land 1 kick, but I can land 3 punches while you land a kick.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I've knocked dudes out throwing kicks on me that just land cross right down the middle. It's open.
Right.
Can move better. I think if he changes his game up a little bit, he could really be a force to be reckoned with at 185. Robert Whitaker was a champ for a long time. Beat Yoel Romero like twice.
Mm-hmm.
One time, I don't know, it was arguable, but
yeah, one of them was pretty close.
Yeah, Stylebender destroyed him though. Stylebender is my favorite.
Yeah, Stylebender is so how you think he's gonna do against Costa?
I think Costa's gonna chase him and get punched in the face.
That's what you feel?
Uh-huh.
I'm hoping the same thing because that dude he look like he's too damn big for the division too.
How is he not flagged for steroids every day? That guy
185?
Yeah, look at him.
That's the division 185, right?
Yeah.
He's no way in here. So he probably walk around like 225, 230 or something.
At least. How tall is he? Paulo Costa height.
He like 6 something. He gotta be at least 6'1" or something. Probably even bigger than that. But just seeing him compared to a lot of people, that shit ain't even fair.
Because even with I mean, that's why we cut weight. People are like, why you cut weight? He's 6 feet. 6 feet tall. That's why you cut weight.
He need to go up to at least light heavyweight or something. That'll give a little bit of competition. God damn. So with this card this week, let me see. It's a few. This is the only thing I don't like about UFC. I don't know how to pronounce a lot of these people's names. But they got Kevin Holland versus Trevin Gills. I've seen both of them fight before. You seen any of them fight before?
I don't think so.
What about was that Londo Venata versus Bobby Green?
Bobby Green.
That should be a good one.
Yeah, Bobby Green's good. Was that 155?
Yep.
Yeah,
that should be a
Green's good. He'll put on a fight. He's kind of like just engage you a little bit. Like he'll just go out there and fight. If he loses, big deal.
Bang and shit, right?
And you say like, put on a good fight. I can sleep at night.
Mm-hmm. With the main event, they got Derek Bronson versus Edmund Shabazian. Shabazian? You heard of him?
205?
No, I think they middleweight.
Derek Bronson? Did he go down? He's kind of moving. He's kind of moving back and forth.
Yeah, he ranked number 8 in middleweight, and then the dude he's fighting is 11-0. He number 9.
Edmund Shabazian.
Yeah, I can't say that shit.
Shabazian.
So who you think gonna win that main event right there?
Man, it's kind of hard to count out Brunson. Didn't Brunson beat Machida?
I think so. And then
Yeah, he knocked out
Griffin went
Machida.
over Silva.
Well, he respected Silva too much. He could have beat Silva. He was kind of like in awe, and that's what Sal Bender didn't do. He was like, I don't give a fuck about Anderson Silva no more.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought Stylebender thought he was gonna do him bad though, but it was like you can tell like he still
He was
had
respectful.
he went.
I loved watching the whole build up to that one because like it showed him how like comparing the two and the dance and the move like
That
dude, he
was
got me fucking like
yeah,
that's what I do. That's my obsession now.
yeah, he funny as shit, man. All right, so do you don't watch any basketball?
Not since Tim Duncan retired.
Oh yeah, you about to say you a Spurs fan. So
Yeah.
tonight,
Oh man, and it sucks because the new way of the super teams kind of destroyed fundamental basketball and ruined the Spurs. Like fucking Kawhi Leonard.
hmm that dude, he a dog, man.
He is, and he was already champion. He needed to just stay with the team, let Coach Pop build up a new one. He was gonna.
But you know what happened there, right? He was
What
he is having a couple of injuries with his knee and stuff, and
Yeah,
Popovich wasn't trying to let him sit out. Like he wanted him to continue playing, and Kawhi pretty much was like, you know what? I feel like my health is more important than playing right now. So if you're not gonna let me sit, just get rid of me. So that's why
that's
they
crazy for Popovich. He usually bench dudes forever.
did. And then for him to leave that same year and go win a championship with a team, like that shit is just unbelievable. And
He's
then
that good, man.
yeah,
He was Finals MVP like his second year.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was.
Did you know that
And what the team beat the Heat
got
like
drafted
that?
to the
Like,
Pacers?
huh?
Did you know that he got drafted to the Pacers?
Did he?
Yeah. And they traded him to the Spurs for
George Hill?
George Hill.
Yeah.
George Hill, man. So just could
Well,
have,
George Hill wanted to be in Indiana though, because he went to Purdue.
yeah, he went there. So I mean, it made a lot of sense. But just looking at the impact of the game now, Leonard is probably top. He's top five right now.
Oh yeah, he's a
Yeah.
monster. Doesn't he have the biggest hands in the NBA?
It'd be so weird like watching basketball because that's all they talk about. Like he could go up for a layup. Oh my God, look at his hands! Like they be going crazy over this man's
Can you
hands.
imagine if he just slapped the dog shit out of somebody?
Wow,
What's
he a nice guy. I've been waiting for somebody to piss him off in the playoffs or something, but he don't let nobody get to him. He just let his game do the talking.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. So tonight is my favorite team, the Lakers. They play the Clippers tonight. This the official first night back. They doing 8 games, and then they're moving it right into the playoffs. So I'm hoping that the Lakers beat the Clippers because the Clippers have beat them 2 times already this year.
So they're gonna seed the playoffs based on the rankings of
Yeah,
after those 8 games.
yeah. So they're only doing 8 more games because on the East they got 9 teams that can make it right now. They got to be down to 8 teams, and then with the West they have 10 teams that can make it, but the 10 through 7 they're like 2 or 3 games apart. So they only doing 8 games, and yeah, they moving into the playoffs in another week.
Hmm.
So
That's cool.
who you think as far as NBA? You said you don't watch that much, but what team you think will win this year?
I mean, I'm gonna have to just go with Toronto because Leonard.
No, he with the Clippers.
He's with the Clippers now.
Yeah, he got traded to the. Well, he not
Oh,
he
this
left.
game's tonight. I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, you might have to watch this one
Well,
because
he won a championship there and then moved again. Is that just like the style now? That's what players do.
no, it's just I guess he didn't want to be in Toronto, but yeah, in
Going
a
from Texas to Canada would be a hard move.
yeah, but I would say it's somewhat like that because if you look at it, all the top players, well, not all of them, but majority of the top players in the league, they're looking to go build up with another team that got a superstar already there. So that's why
Yeah.
he went to the Clippers, but he said he was only going to Clippers if Paul George got traded there. So Paul George got traded to the Clippers too.
Oh, okay.
Now
So
it's
they probably put it together. Who's LeBron got with him?
Anthony Davis.
Anthony
He
Davis.
got he got the best power forward in the league, and then Kawhi and Paul George, they both top five. Shit, pretty much every category. Yeah, they both two-way players. They offense and defense. So yeah,
Damn,
I
and they're
don't know.
both in the West.
You said what?
I said, and they're both in the West, huh? So who cares about the East Coast? I've
Exactly.
always said that too.
Yeah.
East Coast
So.
basketball is always second tier until LeBron went to the Heat.
hmm So yeah, this going. I'm definitely looking forward to that. But I think they play tonight at 8 till 9 o'clock Eastern. I probably will watch it when I get down there. Let me see. So what type of music you listen to these days, bro?
Lately, mostly it's been like trap and then like Latino trap, almost exclusively.
So who would be Latino trap?
Like Bad Bunny,
Oh,
Anuel, Archangel. There's a whole bunch of them. There's like a whole Mambo Kings.
what
Like uh,
what other trap like rap music trap music?
Lil Baby or Juice World.
Okay.
Those two lately, kind of the most.
So you heard Juice World's new album? Was that his new music he got out?
I heard it, my buddy played one song at training the other day.
Mhm.
Is that one? What was that? I was just listening to it actually. It's on my likes.
Yeah, he probably.
Like he's got like guitar in the background a lot, and I'm like, hell yeah, this motherfucker can play. He died, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
I
was.
didn't get into him until after.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my nephew was telling my nephew like five. No, he's 5 or 6, and he was telling me about him. I didn't even know who he was, and I heard a few of his songs, but it was cool.
Come and Go. Yeah, that was the one that I've been listening to a lot.
Okay. Have you heard of Currency before?
Uh-uh.
Okay. Well, he used to rap with Lil Wayne back in the day. He is one of those rappers that like back then that there's like, oh, this rapper is taking his style. He's trying to rap like him. Some people felt like Lil Wayne was stealing his style back then, but he still make music. But I just wanted to say, he got an album out called Outrunners, and a few songs off of that I heard was Offloading, Golden Chrome, and Seven Seas in a Coupe. It's like about 9 or 10 tracks on there, but if you're trying to listen to anything different, something new or whatever, just
Ooh, I got a good one. Thundercat.
Thundercat.
Thundercat? Yeah, there's a song called Dragon Ball Durag, and it's like old funk.
Who is this by? Thundercat?
Thundercat.
Who is Thundercat?
It's kind of like if you almost remember, that feels like summer, Charles Gambino.
It was like summer.
Yeah,
That's the one he
kind of
had.
like that. It's funk, like it's heavy bass line driven. Like he sounds like Huggy Bear rolling up in his fucking
What's it called again?
Dragon Ball Durag.
Dragon Ball Durag. All right, I'm gonna check.
A friend at work told me about it, and I was like, what?
That's a weird Dragon Ball Durag. That shit funny.
It's about that too.
Oh, okay.
He sings all high pitch. It's good. You gotta watch the video. He's got this iced out Vegeta piece on his chain.
Oh shit! So they doing it all like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for what else I have for music? Oh, so on Instagram they've been doing the versus battles. You heard of that? Like the little rap battles. They pick 20. Each artist pick 20 songs. They just go back to back with it. Have you heard of that?
I saw that you were talking about it, but I haven't listened to any of them.
Oh, okay. So last week they had DMX versus Snoop Dogg. Who you think won that?
Well, are you going lyrical content? Because
No,
I'm not.
they just going song for song. Like it's just pretty much it's about the
Who's better? Like just song per song.
yeah.
Oh man, they're so different. How can you compare
Yeah.
them?
But it's still they different, but it's still a close one. Like it's the perfect combination, like the perfect matchup to me. Yeah, DMX and
Talking
Snoop.
career wise, or just who?
Just
Man,
whoever who produced the best hits, pretty much.
well, when Snoop Dogg teamed up with Pharrell, it's really hard to fight anything that they did together.
Yeah, and that's kind of like even like with I like his music with Dr. Dre better because that's like I was a shorty back then. I was like five,
Oh
six,
yeah.
gin and juice and shit. But then like with the Pharrell, like drop it like it's hot, beautiful, all those songs like them all.
Oh man. What was that from the Trips to the Palace album?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Snoop lost this battle. He
Really?
lost.
See, I can understand that too, though, because I mean, you ever heard the lyrics to "Blood on My Hands"? Like, DMX is a motherfucker. Like,
He had some tracks. He had a lot of music, and it was like when they was doing it, I'm trying to think what was the difference maker in there. Snoop Dogg song "What's My Name," like you know the original song "What's My Name" by Snoop. That's the one with
think so.
Snoop Dogg, yeah, that one,
Yeah.
yeah, and that one against DMX song. His is called "What's My Name." When he's spelling out his name, DMX.
Oh,
When
yeah. Okay.
when they play, I think they started it off with that. They might have started off with that, but that just show you like in this, like it might seem like a little different, but the placement they had, just the song for song, like based off the songs against each other, it was still pretty close. But I think DMX only won by like one or two songs. Like he barely won, but it was just something fun to watch because they're doing it live on Instagram, and they was actually Snoop was performing all the songs. DMX and got a little bit of weight on him, so he is out of breath. But when
Mm,
he got to the, I don't, you remember the song with Drew Hill when he get the naming off all the women?
I think so.
Yeah, when it's like about three Kims, Brenda, Teresa, and all this shit. He named off every single woman. It was like 50 women, dog. It was just good to see that after all like the drugs and stuff he did. So it is pretty a pretty good dope battle that they had. But this next one they have is Rick Ross versus Two Chains. That one is going to be August 5th or 6th. So next week, who you think will win that one?
I think Two Chains.
Two Chains.
Yeah, Rick Ross just kind of says the same shit all the time.
You got to hear some of Ross' first shit though, bro. I'm a diehard Rick Ross fan, but I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
with Two Chains, he's more of a like trap music. He should go against somebody like Two Chains. On he's not the best lyricist, but with his hooks, all the hooks and the beats, he
That's
should
a different kind of genius, man.
yeah. But he should go against somebody like maybe Future or somebody.
Yeah.
Because you know, like they all about the beating the hooks and stuff. So I look forward to this one. Like I said, this on Friday or Saturday, Ross versus Two Chains. But yeah, that should definitely be a good one.
So how does this score? Do they people vote or
Yeah,
is it like
so
the crowd at the show?
they got the whole Instagram thing going on, but then they got the both of the DJs there. So I want to say they just vote pretty much after it, but they just looking at all the comments and shit.
Mm,
So they just looking at it, seeing who name pop up the most and whoever it is, or maybe even with the artist. Sometimes they be like, "Nah, your shit way better than this one. You got it." That's how Snoop and DMX was doing it, and they're just going off like, as soon as the beat drop, the people that's there, like I said, the DJs, and I want to say they bring like two or three of their friends. Like whoever get the bigger reaction was the one who won it.
mm.
So yeah, that was a pretty good one. So let's get into the based on a true story segment. And with this segment, I was saying it's about when I did martial arts pretty much. In the Marine Corps, we call it McMap. It's called Marine Corps Martial Arts Program. And what they pretty much teach us is while we're going through boot camp, they're teaching us like hand to hand combat, the knife techniques. What else they show us? Like the wrist control and all. You know all about that, the wrist control and all
Oh
that
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah, so they
yeah.
taught us all about that. Out of all that, my favorite move, my favorite MMA move is the side choke. Always the reason why is because like once I start to working out, my shoulders and my arms get biggest, and I feel like you gotta pretty much have some
Yeah,
traps.
I suck at that choke. I hate it. I can get the position, but I can never finish it because I just don't. I'm skinny, so it's
So
like
like, so what you gotta like push up on it, right? Or
you
is it
got to kind of smash your. So when you get their arm over, and then you push your head over to their side, and then get it as an arm triangle choke. It's the
like,
same thing. Like so, this arm is what cuts off the blood, and then your shoulder has to be into this side of the neck.
mhm.
And I can never just really get it just right. I end up just cranking the shit out of it and end up probably just go to mount and finish armbar or something. But yeah, it's not my move. I don't have the shoulders for it. So
Yeah,
I could see why. If I was a little thicker, I could do it.
yeah, that's my shit, dog. But I just wanted to tell you a little story about one of the younger dudes. So where was I at the time? This was my last duty station. I was in Kent Pendleton, California. I had a younger dude I was a sergeant at the time? Yeah, I was a sergeant at the time, so I had one of my younger dudes. He just came into the military about 2 or 3 years ago. I'm on my way out the door, and when it comes to McMap, depending on the belt, we go from gray belt to black belt. And I was a green belt at the time, so like that's
Did
right
you
in the
start
middle.
out at green belt?
You said what?
You start out at green belt?
No, you start out with gray.
Uh,
No, tan belt. You start out tan, gray, green,
oh,
brown, then black, and then you could get your tabs and stuff. But like I said, once I got to the what changed when I got to the green belt, you have to do the shoulder toss. And I'm pretty sure you know what a shoulder toss is, but some people I'm like 6'1". Most of the people that was it's hard like doing a shoulder toss because if the person too short, like they will flip your ass over too
oh
quick.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or if they too tall, like it takes too long, like you can fuck some shit up. But
Mm-hmm.
anyways, when I was in I said Carolina, no, not North Carolina. I was in California at the time, so I had a younger dude. He came. I want to say he weighed like 150 when he came to my unit, but as he started taking supplements and shit. He got up to like 220 on me. I was 205. So with him being a younger dude, he just had the confidence that he can like whoop my ass or some shit. So one of my higher ups used to tell him like, "Hey, whenever y'all want to do McMap, we can go do McMap so we can start training for these belts." And what we do is it's a game called King of the Ring, and it's pretty much we do it like the instructor blows the whistle every minute. So you're wrestling trying to make the person tap, make them
Mm-hmm.
submit within a minute. So finally, I think we both got like three people out the way. It was me and him. So it was just one of them days like I wasn't in a good mood, bro, and I was like, this ain't feel like hearing nobody talk shit to me. So this dude, like I said, he is kind of bigger than me. He tried to like go for my head, like trying to punk me, try to push my head into the mat. And when he did it, he like tried to put me in a headlock.
Mm-hmm.
And when he did that, I just like pretty much just pushed up on him and went for the side choke. So once I had him in the side choke, I felt him like couldn't breathe and shit. So I let go, try to restart. Anyways, we restart. I try to let him get a little position because at this point I'm like, this dude bigger than me, but he's still not strong. He just big for nothing. I put him in, I don't even like a reverse headlock. If I got his head right here.
Yeah, it's like guillotine choke.
Yeah, so I got him like this, and all I did just cranked a little bit. And I'm left-handed. I'm doing this with my right hand. I cranked a little bit, and his ass just went straight up in the air. His head went just like that, right to the mat, bro. And when I look back, he's snoring. So I'm like, what the fuck? So here come my instructor. Both the instructors come over. They smacking him, smacking him. He wake up. He like, oh shit, where am I? Like, where am I? And it was a chipped tooth laying on the ground. So I'm checking my mouth. I'm like, damn, I ain't chipped a tooth. It was his tooth. So this dude, when I choked him out, he just went straight to sleep. But he ended up biting down on his teeth too hard. Half of his tooth cracked. The other half of his tooth he swallowed.
Damn.
That was just one of the moments I was like, damn, I couldn't even see myself doing like martial arts type of shit because them chokes be serious, man. Like if you look at like one of my favorite referees is Herb Dean, but a lot of fights Herb don't step in right on time as he should.
Well, he got so much shit for that one fight where he stepped in all too early.
Too
It's
early.
gotta be. I wouldn't want to be a ref. That's a hard
It is,
job.
but it'd be like some of the fights I've seen with Herb, like
Oh, that last one was bad.
they
That
face be red as shit, man, and it's like, damn, like dude, you ain't even stopping this fight though. But yeah, that's just a little story I had of one of the little young dudes trying to test me and try to put him in his place. But I wanted to ask you, what's one of your favorite wins that you have over your MMA career? Because I've seen a lot of your highlights. I've seen you kick people to sleep, punch them to sleep, all type of shit. But what's one of your favorite highlights?
probably my kickboxing title fight in last September because me and dude had beef. Like we talked some mad shit to each other. He's not good, but he's champion. So I've been talking shit ever since then. And
This the dude you called out last year?
yeah, I
Oh,
called him out after I won my first pro fight,
okay,
and he
okay,
didn't want to fight me in MMA because he knew he'd get smoked on the ground.
right.
But so I was like, okay, I'll go to kickboxing and fight you kickboxing.
Mm.
So, but we were talking mad shit to each other, and I made fun of this tattoo that he had on his back. And I said, and he used to train with the guy that used to train at my gym, and then and made his own team. But I was like, he has the word hollow tattooed on his back because that's what the word swallow sounds like when Keith's dick's in your mouth. To which he responded with, look, you fucking spick. That tattoo was for my dead dad.
Oh
So
shit.
I responded with, fuck your dad.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah, no, it got bad. So then, like, years go by. I have different fights. He never wants fighting in MMA. So his mom's talking shit to me at Walmart. Different fights. I'm in their cage fight. I can hear, you motherfucker. Like,
Hey, the mama?
his mama. Well, I mean, come on. I did say some bad shit. Like, I understand. But yeah, fuck him for saying that. And that was my green light. So, well, there was this one night where his mom like jumped my ass after a fight, and then like my girl was like stepping in between, and then my friends came up while he was there, and I was like, this could be rectified, and I was looking at him
Mm-hmm.
and talking shit later on Facebook, and it was the only thing that stopped me from grabbing you by the throat with one hand and your mama by the ass with the other was my friend stepping in, and it was just so the fight finally happens. We
Mm-hmm.
go and knock him out 28 seconds, like just bam, head kick. And
Oh,
like I don't even throw. I do jiu-jitsu. Like you suck.
head kick?
Yeah, slap him. 28 seconds. He did not last one half of 1 minute.
Did he even get
So,
a
but
hit?
his mom's at the fight, holding his infant son. I KO him, and then she throws the baby on the floor. She throws the baby on the floor, rushes the cage to talk shit. Here comes his whole team. Blah, blah, blah. Then my team jumps in. We're like bleacher clear. We're about to bang. They I get my belt. I get out of the cage. I don't know interview. We get out of the cage. They barricade the locker room, and we get the fuck out of there. But it was wild. She
Damn.
threw the baby, bro.
Yeah, that's but that y'all made it too personal, man. I always wondered, like, I know like when you watch it on
He
TV,
didn't have to say that.
huh?
I knew I'm wrong too, but damn it.
Yeah, y'all make it personal.
He could had he said, "Hey man, I don't appreciate that joke. Like that tattoo means something." I would have said, "Sorry, my
Right.
bad, didn't know." But he
But
came back with, "Look, you fucking spick," and I was like, "All right, you want to
he
be
tried to piss
crazy?"
you off. That's all it was. He tried to piss you off, but shit, as long as you made him pay for it. So another question I have for you. What is, let me see. When you first decided to go into MMA, what was your main purpose then? Like, did you want to just was it always to like become like go to the next level, or was
Oh,
it
of course.
because
That kind of and that got instilled in me as a football player, and like that was like our school's like kind of chant, like, "What's the goal next level?" And we always wanted that was always it.
okay?
Like,
So what position you played in football?
I was mostly inside linebacker, and also I played a little bit of tight end and fullback on offense.
Okay, okay. You just felt like you said MMA was a lot better.
Yeah, I just wasn't big enough to be a football player, especially the positions they had me running. It was just,
Yeah, that's how I
I,
was.
I ran on. I didn't even know how to play. I ran on pure athleticism.
That's
Tackle them
how
with the ball. Like I had no kind of. They had me reading the hand signals, and I'm like,
that was my main problem.
Mob, MOB, Mike over B. I was the Mike, so it's like I remember I stand right here. Whatever y'all do, get them.
I'm just
We suck.
oh shit. So what else I had for you, man? Oh, I was gonna talk about TV shows, but you said you don't really watch it. I can't even remember what the hell happened on the episode. But it's another show I watch. It's called Queen of the South. You heard of that?
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, check. I don't know if you're into like watching like people deal with the cartel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you want to see a TV show like that, that's definitely one of those shows. They got a lot of people on there that. Well, the main woman is. I mean, the main character is a lady. That's what Queen of the South.
Yeah.
But she's pretty much all she's doing is building the team to take over so she can do her thing with the cartel. But as you know, like this, like 4 seasons so far. Every season or every episode, she got to deal with more shit. I mean, if you was part of the cartel, like it's just the shit you got to deal with. But that's definitely a good show if you want to watch some.
Yeah.
I know you don't watch that much TV anyway.
Yeah. The only thing that I've seen lately is The Floor is Lava.
What is it
Now
called?
I want me and two of my teammates to go on that shit. It's on Netflix.
What is it called?
The Floor is Lava.
The Floor is Lava. What's that about?
It's like the jumping on furniture game, but like with a legit course and actual water that you fall into. Like it's badass.
And it's on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Like three people go, and you got to get to like this other side of this room, climbing over all this crazy shit, and you can't fall into the water. And it's like pyramids. Like you got to climb on some shit.
Oh, one of the, okay, I see what you're saying. Damn.
Yeah. I was like, get us on there.
Okay, yeah, that's tight. All right, what else I had? Okay, movies. So you said you seen Sonic recently?
Yeah, yeah. My daughter, and that was like right before everything closed up for Corona. Me and my daughter went to watch the Sonic the Hedgehog
Jim
because that's
Carrey,
been her shit since she was a baby, and I always loved Sonic.
is Jim Carrey on there?
Oh man, yeah, and he's my goat as far as actors go. People sleep on Jim Carrey.
No,
Like,
they do, man. One of my favorite movies, Liar Liar.
oh
That
dude, who could play that role? Like that's better than Johnny Depp's entire career. Are you kidding
yeah,
me? He's
yeah,
like, the pen is blue.
yeah, that shit is that whole movie is funny. My favorite part was when he rolled over with the lady and she was like, "So how was it?" And he's like, "I had better and shit."
I've had better.
I mean, shit, he had to be honest and stuff, but that
He
movie,
couldn't lie. It's like, you know,
that's one of my favorite movies, Bond. So how did you feel they did with the Sonic movie? I'm pretty
well,
sure.
at first I was really kind of against Jim Carrey being Dr. Robotnik because one, he's a fat guy
Mhm.
and not really that animated and like, but the way they set it up though, it's like watching him go from Dr. Robotnik to become an Eggman because he works for the government and he's like a scientist, and then he's like goes crazy chasing Sonic because he found like this incredible power that he can like harvest from him. Like they did it legit. By the end of the movie, I was like, all right, cool.
So did they Sonic? Did they have Tails on there?
No, but I saw a thing on Facebook yesterday that had like Sonic and Tails, and it had a number two. So I was like, all right, and it kind of set up for that because at the end of the movie, I won't spoil it.
Mhm.
But at the end of the movie, he like turns fully Eggman, like with the like, because at the beginning he's like all clean shaven, he's got a nice little mustache, but at the end he's fucking bald head, like mustache is crazy, and he's fucking Eggman, like
I'm
it's
at.
bad.
I gotta check it out because I ain't like me too. When I was younger, my favorite system was Sega at the time.
Oh hell
It
yeah,
was Mortal Kombat and Sonic back and forth. And then when they had Sonic and what's it Knuckles? Is it Knuckles?
Sonic and Knuckles, I think is number three.
Yeah, that was like the bigger game looking one. But
Oh
that
yeah, it
was my
stuck out of the Sega Genesis like it was a big one.
yeah.
Uh, I got my daughter the plug and play Sega Genesis, and it's got like it's got Sonic, Sonic 2, Sonic and Knuckles, and Sonic Spinball on it.
That's the one like with like 20, 30 games on it.
Yep, yep. It's got Mortal Kombat's 1, 2, and 3, and a bunch of other shit. Just
I
trying to
feel
get.
like all kids, like the younger generation, everybody, they should go back and play those type of games. Like PlayStation, like as far as PlayStation and Xbox, they got the graphics and stuff, but Sega, all them games right there, them some classic games like the Mortal Kombat and all that shit. I
Oh
could
yeah,
sit there and play that shit for 5 days in a row. I ain't give a damn.
oh yeah, yeah. She was fucking me up. I'm terrible at video games. I have an Xbox, but it's for YouTube
You said you was
and
on-
all the other shit. Netflix. Like my parents got it for me for Christmas a few years ago, and I was like, what am I gonna do with this?
You ain't played UFC on there?
Nope.
That
I might get the new one that's coming out.
yeah,
I played like the demo. I'm just not my shit, man. I'm like, yeah. I'm gonna go punch back.
I feel you, but yeah, that game is. I like the UFC games. They be pretty fun. But yeah, I gotta check out that Sonic. I'm a big Jim Carrey fan. I just when I first saw the previews before they showed Jim Carrey, they're just showing how Sonic looked, and I was like, it didn't even look like Sonic.
Oh, they postponed the whole thing to make it better.
Yeah, and that's what it was because I was wondering like what happened with
It made
that.
him too fluffy. Like he was like cuddly.
Yeah, that shit was terrible. So I mean, just got two more segments, bro.
Okay.
So with the We Are Woke segment, I wanted to talk about car notes. Now, I've said this on when I was doing my audios for the podcast. Now I'm doing the audios and the YouTube, but I just wanted to bring it back to people's attention. As far as car notes, that is one of the biggest debts in America that we have. One of them is the mortgage. A mortgage about
Yeah.
I want to say 65, 68% of Americans have a mortgage. So that's like automatic debt, but in a way, it's good that because you're investing in the place that you plan on staying instead of
Yeah,
putting your
especially
money
if you
to a
want to have
car.
a house forever.
But as far as car notes, 35% of Americans have car notes, which might not seem like a lot, but when you think about 35%, it's big for every American. You feel me? So they say the average car note right now, like people are paying like 19,000 for a car.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to say, if I'm not sure how you do it, but like I'm part of that percentage. I still owe a car note. I'll be paid off hopefully by the end of the year. But one thing that people should start thinking about doing is instead of spending, well, going to the car lot getting the hottest car, they see like a Camaro or a
Yeah,
BMW and shit. You should start off with something light, like something that's gonna get you to point A to point B. That's
yep,
still look
that's what
good.
I'm doing.
Car, Altima, like I got a Maxim. They a good looking car. They last long as you keep the maintenance up. But more people, we have to start spending our money more wisely. You feel me? Start saving. If you can save about 250 every month, that's at 500 every 2 months. Yeah, my math is off right now. Like 5,000 a year,
Six. It's 500
6,000.
every two.
Yeah, 12 year year.
600.
So 12 months. So if you can save 6,000 in 1 year, if you could not bum rides, but if you can just get a ride to work or get you Uber or whatever, just something
Yeah,
small and save up for a year, then you can go back and get that car and pay it cash out. Or if you want to get a car for like 10,000, instead of paying 10,000, you only had to pay 4,000 for the year. You feel me?
yeah,
I just wanted to say that a lot of people, we just need to focus on getting these car notes out the way because that's a lot of money. Like right now, my car note is 400. I can do a lot of shit right now with $400 if I have a car
yeah.
note.
That's my struggle right now. I've been thinking about it, but I'm like, there's no really reason why my car runs fine.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look bad. It's just I wanted a new one, but why? I'm just gonna spend money. I'm kind of saving for something else right now.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah, just yeah, like even like I said, I just use this platform. If I talk about some shit, go back and tell your friends like, hey, y'all need to start fuck this car notes. Let's start saving up some money, and yeah, just go from there. The last part I had was the top five, and I'll let you pick. I always let my guests pick. I think you said the top five comedians.
Yep.
All right. So who was your top five comedians?
Let's see. Well, my number one is kind of a tie between Dave Chappelle or Chris Rock.
Okay.
Chris Rock, especially. I'm gonna have to go with Chris Rock. I tie a lot of my references in life to Chris Rock comedy.
Oh, okay.
I have a Pootie Tang belt buckle. I swear to God, I have a Pootie Tang belt buckle.
You serious? That movie funny as shit, man.
That's my favorite movie of all time. I'll go get it. Like,
So you said Chris Rock, Chris
yeah,
Rock,
probably, yeah.
Chappelle.
This was with his whole style and the information that he also like snuck into his jokes. Like he just really like a genius. Dave Chappelle, same thing. Dave Chappelle's just sillier.
Oh yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely.
And then so number three, Bill Burr. And then Bill Burr, angry white guy who's yelling all the time, but he wrote for the Chappelle show, and he's a genius within himself.
Right.
Like he always played like the cop in the Chappelle show bits, like guy with the mustache.
I'm trying to. I can't think of his face. I know his name though.
Yeah.
I can't catch his face right now. And who else you
And
said?
then who else did I say? Oh, Joey Diaz. He's most people know him from The Longest Yard. He's the fat guy, Tony in The Longest Yard, laying on the ground, can of corn, can of corn.
Right. Right. Okay. Damn. I didn't even know what his name was this whole time.
Yeah, he's like one of Joe Rogan's best friends. He's the funniest motherfucker. Oh, his stories and just the way his whole thing, like East Coast guy.
Mhm.
Like I feel like I don't know. I could probably live on the East Coast with just my general.
Man, you would love the East Coast. I
Yeah,
done been around you. You would definitely love the East Coast. You would love it.
I thrive there. The people are a little meaner. I could be there.
You would love that shit, bro.
In Indiana, I'm an asshole.
Was that who was that? Was that four or
And
five?
then that's for Joe Rogan.
Joe
Joe
Rogan.
Rogan more for the podcast. His stand up, I do like it.
Mhm.
but I like him more as a person than as a comedian.
Okay.
His general
I watched
ideology.
some episodes recently, but I heard something. What was he talking about? He was leaving the UFC. Did
I mean, he's been talking about it for a while. He definitely does a lot less. I don't know that if he's officially done yet. I know that he is not. He's exclusively on Spotify now, and there's a big deal on that. He got a huge payday for that. And then I don't know. I still watch him on YouTube, so can't
so
really.
he just now got the Spotify?
Yeah, exclusively. I don't think he's on iTunes no more.
Oh, that's what. Okay, got it. So,
Yeah.
so the top five I had, I'll just start from the bottom for me. I like Chappelle just based off. I like his stand up, but like the Chappelle show, that all that shit was golden. You feel me? He said a lot of
Oh
stuff
yeah.
on his show that people don't say. Like you won't expect people to say that. Or
Oh, he could make that show today.
yeah, he did. It was just so much stuff he said, but a lot of stuff you can relate to in the show too.
Oh, resonated for sure.
Yeah. So Chappelle, Kevin Hart, he's still one of my all time favorite, but it's just based off his earlier work, like the movies.
Oh yeah.
He's in this movie called Paper Soldiers. That's one of the funniest movies that most people don't even know about. But it's
Yeah, I don't think I've never heard of that one.
him and Benny Siegel, a rapper from Philly.
Paper Soldier.
Yeah, Paper Soldiers. That movie is funny as hell.
Yeah. Once he had to hit him with the fire, I was kind of like, all right, I don't think he's writing his jokes anymore. I think he's got a team.
What
But
is it?
that this his first few specials, man,
When is yeah the
swinging his feet like
yeah them first two was funny as hell. Like how he talked about leaving his kids at the where was they at the zoo?
it's like you can't have a, oh no, there was like you can't have attitude when you're swinging around baby shit.
Right,
Like, fuck about you.
right. But yeah, yeah. Now I would say after the whole situation with his wife, the little affair that he had and stuff like that, he's become more serious. Nothing wrong with that, but I like the old school
Yeah.
Kevin Hart. All that shit was like funny as hell.
Oh, he's got the best work ethic in the whole game. Like that
Oh,
guy's working all the time. Him and The Rock are like the team.
non-stop,
Yeah.
non-stop. Who else? Eddie Murphy. His stand up. Like I said, I was a shorty listening to that when I wasn't supposed to. But all that, and then just tie into like all his movies he had. I was just
Oh, his I think career wise, I think he's the most successful comedian of all time.
Eddie Murphy.
He went from yeah,
Yeah, most definitely. Cause he
like he was the voice of our childhood, really, with all the Shrek movies, and then like all like he did it first. I feel like, and then everybody kind of copied him with the dressing up like a bunch of different characters in the same movie, and this
that's how
yeah, he's the
Martin and
man.
all them got their ideas.
Did you ever hear his reggae song?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's just a
Yeah,
talented motherfucker.
he had that and what's the one song? He had a song with Rick James too.
There was
You
like
heard
a
that
party
one?
all the time that I
Party
was
all the
that I
time.
was a fan.
You said what?
That one, I didn't really like that one, but the reggae one, I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
you like the reggae one? Yeah, I mean I like both, but yeah, that party all the time. It was just funny seeing him singing and shit. But now I like the reggae one too. Who else I
yeah,
had?
he's a talented motherfucker.
Yeah. And Richard Pryor. Now
Oh yeah,
he old school, but he just like I said, I just enjoyed all this stuff. Like I said, I was when I was a youngin, we had a VCR, so we had all Richard Pryor stuff. We had all his
I
movies.
love this mob bits. It's about it's like, hey, it's a sticker.
Yeah,
They're
he
like, oh, look at Richard got a gun.
he got a whole bunch of funny shit. But my all time favorite would probably be Bernie Mac.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's probably on my number. He's probably my number six.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but see,
he's up
it's
there.
like it's crazy because he passed away at 50. Man, it's like I
Yeah.
still try not to think about because like they still got his TV show, Bernie Mac show, still come on.
Oh, I've seen every single episode. The whole I had to explain because my girlfriend at the time was watching. We watched them all over together.
Mhm.
Then I had to explain to her like this all came from the original Kings of Comedy bit when
Right.
he's talking about his sister's kids.
Yeah. Most people didn't know that, and that's what I'm saying. Like Kings of Comedy, if I ain't watched it for a couple of years, but like if I watch that today, like I'll be in
It
tears.
still
Like
hits.
everybody on there was funny as hell, but
Oh, DL, and that's why I don't fuck with Cat Williams, because Cat Williams ripped off DL Hughley, like word for word in one of his bits, and I'm like, this is a DL Hughley bit. He's talking about Martha Stewart, and like he's like, they call it inside trading. Where I come from, we call it the hookup.
right. But he
Like, aren't
tried
you
to make
supposed to
it
tell
seem
me
like,
something? If you're my friend, you will. Cat
right.
Williams is the exact same one.
He tried to make it seem like he didn't know. That's why I'm not really a big fan of him. But as far as like Bernie, Steve Harvey is funny, and who else was it? Cedric the
Cedric
Entertainer.
the Entertainer.
Yeah, he funny as hell, man. But yeah, that's five right there. Yeah, that was five. Okay.
Actually, you know what? I might have to take it next time I go to Chicago. I might just go visit Bernie Mac's grave. That'd be a cool thing.
Man, yeah, that definitely would be dope. Like I said, it's crazy, man. Because I was watching the Bernie Mac show the other day, and it's like, this dude really gone, man.
Oh, America! Oh, could you imagine if he made a Corona episode?
Exactly. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying. Like, think
America!
about all the stuff he's doing right now.
Just wear the mask, America. Just wear the mask.
So yeah, before we got it, so how you feel about that? You been protecting yourself wearing your mask out in public?
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of different ones to match all my crazy shit that I wear.
Yeah.
It's cool, man. I get it. It's not that crazy. And there was we were watching Sanford and Son yesterday, and it was like a little commercial on Nick at Night, and motherfucking he had a mask on, and he's like, oh, I'm sick, and he's like, wear your mask. Like, it's not that crazy. We just forgot.
Exactly. Yeah. The Planet Fitness, I don't think they probably got it down there too, but the Planet Fitness here as of Saturday, we got to wear a mask in there and stuff. So my girl just bought me one of the little Bane looking masks.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't like, cause she a nurse, so she been bringing home like the little nurse ones that they got. But I don't like going out in public with them.
I bet she's probably make sure she's probably on your ass about that, huh? Being a nurse.
Every day, even a walk to the car, she don't play about it. I mean, I understand.
No, yeah.
At the same time, it's just being a man, and then like for me, it's just the military background. Marines always feel like they the hard asses, which I feel like they one of the toughest out of all the branches. But we just feel like we untouchable. Like when it rain and shit, I don't get umbrellas no more because like in the military we can't carry umbrellas. So I ain't had an umbrella since for like 20 fucking years it seemed like now. But I started taking it more serious when I started finding out like a few of my good people I've met over the couple of years passed away from it.
Yeah.
So I've been more aware and taking more care of myself with that.
A friend of mine that I grew up with, his mom died, and I was like, all right, well, maybe this ain't bullshit.
Yeah, it's dead ass serious about it, and it don't look like it's in. I thought it was gonna be in it soon, but I don't. It's not looking like that right now.
Yeah. No, I know, and that's where I'm kind of like, well, I guess I'll play this guitar a little bit. Not have to worry about fighting right now.
And I was telling my brother, my youngest brother, the other day, like this is the perfect time, like for you, like you being an MMA fighter, for you to be perfecting your craft. You know, you got time off. If you don't want to do that, find out what else you want to do. Like if you playing the guitar and all that stuff, start working on that, or whatever you're doing, start working on something that's going to benefit you once shit get back to running normal.
Oh yeah, no, definitely, and that's why I've been spending so much time breakdancing.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
It sounds crazy, and everybody's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But I'm like, "Yeah, but what I've learned about where to put my weight and how to move, and how it's like, I'm just like do little slides everywhere I go, and like my feet did not move, like leave the ground. I can land a punch anywhere from this position because I'm anchored at this point. You understand what I'm doing?
Have you been thinking about like making videos of it?
Yeah, I just haven't gotten around to. I got like 4 moves.
Oh,
So
okay.
I gotta get like 3 more moves and then I'll do it.
Yeah, most definitely. But shit, like for example, once you start figuring it out, just start putting the videos on there. Start throwing them on YouTube. You never know who might see it. They might need some break dance or some shit. Get you some little bread off of it, because you know, like they'll pay you for
It'd
it.
be fun. I want to go like treat it like fighting and actually go train somewhere.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well,
Like,
shit,
go
do
to
that.
classes.
This, like I said,
Just move around.
this is definitely the perfect time. But
Add one little thing. I've been doing pirouettes and even like ballet type shit. And then the other day I was sparring and hit this spin kick like bam, like it just threw, and I was like, yes, ballet paid off. Like the way the moonwalk has changed my life.
hell
I
yeah.
moonwalk everywhere.
Man, I used to try to moonwalk. Like I said, I'm too clumsy, man. I can't. I don't even attempt to do no shit like that no more. But
He moonwalks in his Air Force Ones.
all right. So let me see. I'm trying to make sure. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for today, bro. But yeah, I appreciate you coming on the show and stuff.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely, dude. Thanks for having me. This was awesome.
yeah, no problem. So before we get out of here, I just wanted, if you had any businesses down in Indiana that you wanted to give a shout out to, any of your training camps. If people want to follow you on social media, I was gonna say if it's okay if anybody that watches this episode on YouTube, if they have any questions for you, is it okay for them to contact you? If so,
Yeah, please do. I'd
yeah,
love all of that. Trust me, it's way cooler for me than it is for you when you ask me
okay.
questions.
Yeah. So
But
what's
yeah,
the
just hit me up on really just search John Griffin MMA on everything. My tag is the same. No H, JonGriffin MMA.
okay, cool. What's out
Every
there?
platform. I have a YouTube channel, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. Really need to start adding on my Facebook page. I haven't done that in a while.
Oh yeah, definitely, bro. I said this. I know it's a lot of people that be wanna be having questions about MMA. Like I said, I don't. I just watch it because people be asking me shit. I'm like, I never did MMA, just that military stuff. But like, this is a different. This is the real world, the MMA world. You feel me? But
Yeah.
yeah. So would you say that one more time? Your name on there?
Oh, John Griffin MMA on
Gary Griffin MMA.
YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Right.
Um, yeah, I've got them all. And then my gym is 10th Planet Indianapolis, Circle City Martial Arts, 10th Planet Jiu Jitsu, or is it Bang Muay Thai. We're an affiliate, TJ Dillashaw and Dwayne Ludwig's team. We're an affiliate from them. So anytime I want to go to Colorado and train, I can go up to HQ and train with TJ and Dwayne.
Hell yeah. Okay. Cool.
I haven't yet. I've only been here about a year. So,
Right.
but these guys were down for me when no one else was. Like I got kind of in the story about how I got with them. Like I've been friends with one of the main guy, Ian. We became friends on Facebook just randomly bullshitting about Planet Earth 2. But we had a fight in,
That's the blonde-headed guy.
yeah,
I remember
I
him
think
from
so.
when I went to your fight. I remember seeing him there.
Oh yeah. He fought that. He defended his title that night. He's a tough kid. That's a watch him. He's good.
Okay. Yeah, y'all same.
And our whole team is full kids like that.
Y'all
What is it?
same division, weight class. I mean,
No, he's 170.
I say he looked kind of big.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's thick. He's a thick boy. He got a booty. But no, he was fighting on the same card as me for King of the Cage in Detroit
Mhm.
last year, and I had my friend who trained with me, but he's a chef, so it's like I didn't have a real corner, and like he did his best, and I'm very appreciative of him for even coming because
Mhm.
it's a long drive to all the way to Detroit.
Yeah, yeah.
But Ian was there, and Coach Jay and Coach Ronez were there with him, and they hopped in my corner, and I've been loyal ever since. Like that's my team, and no one, they barely knew me. I didn't pay them a dime, and they were there for me.
They saw the potential in you.
And yeah, that's right or die. Like day one is a day one.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Okay. But yeah, once again, like I said, I want to appreciate you for coming on the show. Thank y'all for tuning into the We're Woke podcast. My name is Demetrius Brooks. My guest, John Griffin, MMA fighter, legend. Y'all tune into him. Check his videos out on YouTube. Like I said, he got videos of him kicking people head off, punching their head off. He done did everything. Champion. He done won. How many belts you done won?
4 at amateur, 1 at pro. I'll get more.
Yeah, 5 belts and counting. Shit. Like I said, a legend from Texas.
Yep.
All the way
Yep.
down here in Indiana. He's a legend everywhere. So I said y'all get in tune with him. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Every week I have a different guest on. This was my first MMA guest. I went with him because I'm like a good guy, work with him, consider him a friend. So like I said, y'all check him out, follow him on his Instagram, Snapchat, all that. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all tune in next week.
Right on. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you for having me.
Yep.